Welcome in the session of ladder logic programming. The objective of this session is to learn ladder logic programming for PLC. Ladder logic programming is based on the use of ladder diagrams. Therefore, writing such programs for a PLC are very similar to drawing electric relay control circuits. Ladder diagrams consist of two vertical lines that represents the power rails, and the circuit components are connected as horizontal lines between the two vertical lines, which is known as a rung of a ladder. So to learn ladder logic programming, there is no need to have the experience of other programming languages such as C, C++, Java, etc. So ladder logic diagram is structured as an electric circuit schematic where logic flow is from left to right, and the basic logic expression can be arranged to form logical AND gate, logical OR gate, logical NOT gate with open or closed contacts or series and parallel connections. Now let us understand the different components of the ladder logic and how it works. In the ladder logic, we have two vertical lines which is known as the rail and also known as the power rail. Here this on the left side, this rail is generally considered as a positive rail and which is powered up, or also known as the source rail, and a rail on the right side is known as the sink rail, or generally it is considered as this is connected with the ground. Then we have horizontal lines which is known as the rung of ladder logic. So as per the logic, these rungs are going to be increased, and for input and output we have these symbols. So this is the symbol of normally open relay, which is considered as an input. This is the normally closed relay, which is also the input, and this is the output. So in the ladder logic, on the left side we are placing the inputs and the logics, and on the right side we are placing the internal variables and the outputs. So let us consider this. In this logic we have input number 1 and input number 2. This is the normally open and this is the normally closed. So for this the logic becomes the output 1 will become high as per this logic. Means as per this combination, this is the logically and with input 1 and the inverted input number 2. Then the next thing, if we want to store the result in the internal variable, right? So for that we can consider this example. Here we have the input number 3 and input number 4, which is the normally closed, and the logical output of these two inputs is going to be stored in the internal variable number 1, like this. Then to extend the logic, we are considering, we are adding new rung here where input 5 and the internal variable 1 are going to be processed, and on the basis of the value of these two variables, output 2 is going to be generated. So the logic for the output 2 is logically and input number 5 and the value of the internal variable number 1, and the complete logic with the combination of these two rung for output number 2 is logically and input number 5, input number 3 and inverted input number 4. And sometimes there is a requirement that we should hold the value of uh, inputs, that means we have to store the value of the input. So at the time we are using the latch. So the symbol in the ladder diagram becomes like this, that is a L. So here input number 6 and here we have the output number 3 as a latched output. So how it works? So here the output 3 will becomes high when this switches get pressed, or this input becomes high, and it will remain in the high position if you are going to be release this input. What it means, when you press this switch or providing the high input to this input number 6, immediately that is latched in the internal register, and this output becomes high for an infinite time. So to unlatch this, we have this ul unlatch output variable symbol. So to unlatch this, we are providing here one another input, that is input number 7. So when we are providing the logic 1 to this input number 7, immediately it will unlatch this output 3, and this output 3 becomes low. Let us see the working of this ladder logic. So in the PLC always see the ladder logic from left to right and top to bottom. PLC will scan from rung number 1. First, it scans the inputs, then it generates the output as per the logic provided here. Then it scans the second rung, then third, then fourth, then fifth, and again it go back to the rung number 1 in the loop. So this is the complete working of the ladder logic. How we have to develop the basics of the ladder logic, how we have to convert the relay logic to the ladder logic, and how PLC is going to be process this ladder logic. So to develop the ladder logic, there is a summary of some rules. We have to follow some rules. Rule number 1: a PLC scans each rung in the ladder diagram from the left hand side to the right hand side and from the top to the bottom. Then second, each rung must have one input or logical expression at the start. Then third, each rung must have one output at the end of each rung. Fourth rule, each rung in the ladder diagram represents the one logic operation. And the rule number 5, input always placed on the start of rung and output placed in the end of the rung. Means input always placed near the power rung and output is always placed near the sink rung. Then let us move forward to understand the memory structure of a ladder logic. The memory structure of the ladder logic programming is similar to the other programming languages. It also uses the bits, bytes, words, and double words to store the variables. Here bit, the smallest memory unit, which is going to store only the one bit, that is a true or false. Then the byte, it is the combination of 8 bits, and word is the combination of 16 bits or 2 bytes, and the double word is made up of 32 bits, means 4 bytes or 2 words. You can see here, this is a combination of each bit, and 8 bits combined make a 1 byte, right? And 2 bytes make a 1 word, and 2 words make a 1 double word, right? So generally we are using these terms while we are programming the PLC. Now next is how to upload and download the program in the PLC. So to upload and download the program in the PLC, we have to follow the some rules and some steps. The first is build the ladder logic diagram, then compile the program, and to compile the program, first compiling process check for syntax, memory, and program structural error. If there are any issue, then the error message will be generated and pointed to the source of the problem. And if there is no error, then this compiling process will generate the hex code, and that compiled program is downloaded in the PLC, and the program will uploaded if required. So here the term downloaded and uploaded is with respect to the PLC. If we are going to write the program in the PLC, then we are going to use the term downloaded, and if we are going to read the program from the PLC, then we are going to use the term uploaded. So in the next session, uh, we are going to be develop the ladder logic for the different applications. So thanks for watching this video.